marquee, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told, gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Play action. Garoppolo. Ball hit as he throws there. Incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tyree Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday night. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He'll take it at the 42. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hey, come on.
Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Raiders had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd and 7. possession. Now Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It brings up a 3rd and 10.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
3rd down and 10.
Herbert now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jaquarian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
They'll send Adams in motion left.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 now.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, gun,
In motion left goes Myers.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
I got
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Well, they
intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Run!
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hey, gun.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Garoppolo going to change the look here. In motion left goes Myers. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's... And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders.
It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Garoppolo. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
21.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
59.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll find Williams on the slant. Touchdown! Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Now he's free at the 35. Devontae Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. 93 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. Fights off the defender. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Running right, this is Spiller. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about. And, my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense.
They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see it.